What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Thing Goes back again for another video, and you already know I'm gonna be talking about Invincible, the animated series, yet again. And what I wanted to talk about today was I wanted to go a little deeper into how much they have improved on Debbie Grayson's character in the animated series. You know, just further talking about the changes and how this series, like, you know, continues to just add so many layers to what's already there, to just, you know, greater emphasize on the messages that they was trying to give, and, you know, just add a little more there that wasn't there in the comic book in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is like the, you know, when creators, they make comics or whatever, and then they get to make a show that they really want to make, I feel like they get a chance, especially something that came out like so long ago, they probably put stuff in there that they might see a little differently, or, you know, they might do something that they wasn't able to do before. So maybe Robert Kirkman is getting a chance to do things with the character of Debbie that he always wanted to do, or portray her character in a way that maybe he always wanted to portray. But I don't know. I mean, I see people that say that they actually understand how she acted in the comic and enjoy her in the comic better. So I don't know. It really depends on your opinion. Let me know about that. Do you prefer the comic book Debbie Grayson with her more nonchalant, calm demeanor and approach? You know, just more of a standard housewife, just, you know, only really talk when, you know, it's needed, and, you know, makes dinner and washes clothes and just chills, you know what I'm saying? Like, or do you like the one that's more active and actually is involved in trying to figure out what the hell is going on with her husband in this whole murder mystery scenario? She's actually trying to figure things out, piece things together. You can tell that she's not an idiot. She's thinking about it. You know, something is off. Now, you did get hints of this in the comic book as well, but it just wasn't focused on as much. And really, they've done that with the entire first season so far as a whole, just turned the entire thing into more like a murder mystery with pieces and crumbs slowly, you know, like dropping and getting connected, you know what I'm saying, to form the sandwich, you know, for us to bite in and enjoy when shit goes down. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're taking a much more slower approach, and Debbie Grayson is a big part of that. I mean, hell, since the first episode, since, you know, we first got introduced to her character, she just came off in the show as way more assertive, or not in a bad way though, just, you know what I'm saying, she speaks her mind. She's a good mom. She really loves her husband and her son. You know, and she's just cool, you know, like, she's definitely a character you enjoy with the overall cast. You notice her a whole lot more in the show than you would in the comic. Like, in the comic, sometimes you can damn near forget about her, you know what I'm saying, until she come on the page. But all the shit that's going on, you know what I'm saying? And she's involved in the story, but just really more so when it has to do with Nolan, and, you know, a couple of instances where, you know, she's kind of like in trouble and Invincible has to save her and stuff like that. But like I said, she doesn't really have too many huge moments to stand out, and already in the first season of the show, she has like moments I can count on my hand, you know, that stand out way more than anything that I've seen in the comic book. So, you know, I'm really enjoying what they're doing with her character, and I'm interested to see where it goes next. The whole thing with Damien Darkblood leaving his notebook that looks just like the book from Evil Dead, and has like all the clues and everything for what he thinks, or shit, knows that Omni-Man is responsible for, is also helping her further, you know what I'm saying, her little mini investigation and her husband to figure out what the hell happened with the Guardians of the Globe and how was he involved. And you can see that it is about to blow the fuck up. Like, either the next episode or the one after that, somebody is gonna find out. I know they're gonna make changes to that as well, that whole reveal scene and how everything just ultimately just, you know, just happens. I know they're gonna greatly expand on that and change a lot of stuff around with that, like they've done with everything else, but it's probably gonna also be comic book accurate in many ways. So I'm super excited to see how they do that. Like I want to see what they do with that, like what they've been doing with the rest of the show. You know what I'm saying? Like how they've been expanding on Debbie, how they've been expanding on the character of Titan that I made a video about earlier, how they've been expanding on just all the minor characters in the comic overall, and not just that, but fight scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like, For example, how he took out the Guardians of the Globe in the first episode. Like, bruh, that shit was so much more involved, violent, grotesque, and awesome than it ever was in the comic book. You know what I'm saying? And the whole Flaxian invasion and how they did that. How they was coming back multiple times in the same episode, and how they had like a definitive leader that was kind of like the focus of the aliens and all that shit, and how they had Omni-Man actually showing us how the carnage was, you know, what he did to the planet when he went through the portal and all that shit. Like, they continue to keep expanding on scenes and stuff like this from the comic. And what we also just saw, episode 5, they expanded on that as well. I mean, they cut a couple of things out, but the fight was way more intense and better, and Battle Beast was fucking shit up so much more than he was in the comic book. I mean, I believe that the comic book version of Battle Beast could have did the same thing. I mean, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we saw this shit, and it was just damn, you know, and they keep doing it. So we've already seen 3 times back to back, hell, probably more. Shit, even the smaller stuff, like Alan the Alien's little tussle that he did with him when he first met him in the 2nd episode. It's like they keep expanding on pretty much everything in this show. Everything. And don't get me started on how they did Damien Darkblood. So like I said, bruh, the way they keep expanding on all these characters, all these scenarios, all these situations, all these fights, I cannot wait to see how they do the season finale and the overall reveal and the fight, and how Debbie is going to react to that as well. Because if we see how much her character has been expanded on, and you know how they're just emphasizing her love for her family and Nolan and her suspicion, and how this is affecting her emotionally and stuff like that, already her character is leagues better in showing us her involvement, you know what I'm saying, in this whole family and the show, and just who she is as a character. So imagine how this is going to be expanded upon, and how she's going to act when she finds out everything for certain. Like when everything just pops, like when the shit goes down. I cannot wait. So you already know, man, we're going to be breaking it down as soon as it drops. But let me know what you think that they're doing with the character of Debbie Grayson. Like, what you think about it, and how they're expanding on it. Do you you one of those people that prefer or enjoy her comic book counterpart, her original comic book version, or do you like how they're expanding on her and doing so many new things with her in the show? I think it was well needed and deserved. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's the mother of Invincible, the wife of Omni-Man. The woman needs some development, she needs some character, and she barely had both in the comics. So I'm really enjoying what they're doing with it, and I can't wait to see what they do with her next. But let me know what you guys think, man. Like, dislike, comment, like, subscribe. I said like again, but I meant to say share. And you already know, man, hit that bell to be notified for more videos like this one. Hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are. And yep, I'm gonna put that Discord link in the comments section, so be sure to hit that shit to join the Invincible Disciples and keep the discussion going. And you already know, man, I hope you're having a good one. Peace.